Berkshire Hathaway Home Services sales executives for our video message of the week. All right, this week's message is entitled, Be Smart, Hire Smart. And I want you to put your cap on that you are thinking about hiring someone, could be a staff person, could be another team associate to work directly with you. Whatever the case may be is you're going to bring someone into your fold that's going to work directly with you. Well, I got to tell you that one of the most important things you can do is understand that you have to hire correctly up front. Don't try and do this too quickly. And that's my first message today, that hiring effectively and hiring right takes time. You know, a great analogy that I was thinking about when I was writing this was, if you said, I need to get in shape by today, I need to be in shape by the end of today, I got to be in great shape. You know what? Being in great shape, no matter how much you want it, isn't going to happen in one day. All right? Hiring is a process. It's not an event. And you really need to commit to the process and take the amount of time that it needs to hire effectively. Now, let me share with you some little tidbits that will help you in this process. One, have clarity on what you need, okay? Really take the time. Sometimes, specifically, if we're looking to hire somebody because we need them quickly, why? Because maybe we're just so busy, or we are exiting somebody else, they're leaving, or they're leaving on their own accord, whatever the case may be, is we have to rush into it because we need someone. Worst situation. Okay, first of all, a rule of thumb is to start looking for someone when you don't need someone. You may never hire them, but what a great opportunity is to always keep your hands, your eyes and ears open on potential people just in case, because you never know. But you have to have clarity on what you need. Now, I want you to keep in mind that when you're thinking about what you need, don't get blinded by hiring based on a job description. Okay, here's the job description. That's what I'm going to hire by. No, I want you to hire people by strengths. All right? Quality people will figure out all the different aspects on your job description if they're strong in certain areas. You have to hire based on strengths, not on job description. This is a major error that people need. We get blinded on what we want, and we forget about the person who we're hiring who's going to do the job. All right? So what you need is very important. Now you have to ask yourself, what strengths can accomplish this in a general manner? And if I get the right person with the right strengths, my needs will be met. And last, but certainly not least, what's so important is the interview process. And salespeople can be very weak at that interview process. Why? Because we're movers and shakers. We're on to the next deal. In fact, we have 2 appointments. We only left 20 minutes for this interview because I've got to meet a client, all right, in 20 minutes. Unacceptable. What we're basically saying is the interview is not important. And I have to tell you, to serve all your clients, it's one of the most important meetings that you'll have. Now, this interview, don't interview by asking those simple, really meaningless questions. What's a resume? Well, it's all the positive things missing all the things they don't want to tell you about. So the reality of that is you've got to ask key questions. So how do you do this? Have a person, when you're interviewing them, explain their experiences. Ask them questions like this. So tell me, in a situation where you had a client challenge, tell me about it and tell me how you dealt with it to resolve it. Let them give you, a scenario. Do this, numerous times. And don't forget about think, feel, know. Don't let them off the hook. When they start explaining and you hit a key point, you mentioned X. Tell me more about that. That was interesting. Tell me more about it. Remember, if they don't hit an interesting fact, All right? Then take the last thing they said and say, you know what? You just mentioned X. Tell me more about that, because think, feel, know get you to the essence, get you to more truth, more of the relevant information that you need to make a qualified decision. This interview process is major. You want to know their experiences. You want to get the feelings going. You want to know what your gut's telling you about this individual. I promise you this. Okay, in closing, you are not saving time by hiring quickly. Hey, you might meet the right person very quickly and they're a grand slam for you. You still don't need to skip the interview process and skip these steps. You can do that with the right person. You'll just really feel great about the person when you went through the right steps. Skip the steps and they're the wrong person. Let me tell you something. You want to waste time, effort, energy, and money. That's what can happen when you hire the wrong person. So be smart, hire smart. Have a great week, everybody, and we'll talk to you next week. Bye-bye.